Hi, hi. I got my Lipton ready. I'll just leave it closed just in case. I don't want any spillage. Okay, my everything is set up actually. So let's see. And let's just pause the music and see if everything's going good. If I switch screens. There we go! Yippee! All good. All good, all good. My chat is on my phone, ready to go. That'll be in front of me. Alright, I am ready to do my voices again. Let's go, let's go. Oh yeah. Let's load it up. Oh yeah, before that, I forgot to make a little disclosure thingy. Oh, I should have just saved it from last time. Anyway, um, uh, ciao, Moss. Hello, hello. It's you. Oh my God, it's you. I'm just making a quick statement regarding spoilies. Hey. Can I spell? There we are. Let me pin that. Alright, let's just keep going. Trigger warning if it wasn't obvious by now. When I opened my I need to remember what voices I gave everyone. What was Makoto? When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remembered seeing before. And when I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before. I put my glasses on as well. Hey. I like how Makoto just passes out as he does. You're awake! Finally! Are you okay?
Yeah.
Now's not the time for sleeping. Get your ass up! Huh? You were unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here. Oh, I watched the anime for this one. Yippee, let's go! I don't know if I've watched the anime for Trigger Happy Havoc. I haven't watched the full thing. I've seen people play the game though. I know the lore.
Well,
It's no surprise, considering what happened. What happened? Oh, yes. Oh! Hey, are you okay? So it wasn't a dream? What I saw, it was real? That's right. It really did happen. Sayaka is dead. Dun dun dun! A deep dark despair walked its way through my body and then exploded out of me. It's a game of what? Of eccentric murders? Oh, what now? Hey, where do you think you're going? Oh, Hedges. Oh yeah, eccentric Hedges. Indeed, it is actually, yes. But we respect it for it. It's kind of ironic. Ironic? Iconic. I can't speak. I got my sparkling Lipton to get me going. I will need it. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka is. If Sayaka is.
just give up.
You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see it for myself.
Why?
Listen to us, man. What do you think is gonna happen if you go out there? Well, what good is it gonna do just sitting around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at a time like this? Our friend, Sayaka, she's dead! Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. I realized she really was gone.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then why? Today I found that I was not smoking Zaza, but yesterday. Oh, what's the difference? Ah, yes, pink blood. Oh my god, my cup. Shouldn't it be obvious? No, Kuma, he told us all to come here. Well, hold on. Don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. And his younger stage of Zaza planned. Oh, okay. Like baby Zaza? But
So...
I'm the one who convinced them to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It is not a good idea to defy him without reason. Yeah. It sounds kind of cute, I'm not gonna lie. It probably isn't that cute, but hey ho.
Correct.
We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious he's the one who killed Sayaka. Oh my god, my monokuma voice. I would never do that. If you can believe anything, you can believe that. He's here again.
Hey,
Unless someone violates a school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you, I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
listen up!
I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the bare times 1 rule.
But...
Then, who did it? Who killed her? Who done it?
Come on!
You already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka? Don't be stupid, that's...
What?
What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot up with a gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so you could graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well...
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
Wrong!
No, sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify to little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious?
What is
Someone killed someone! It is amazing that what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on. Don't just assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we could do anything else, I'd like to confirm that something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right?
Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave. My neighbors are gonna hate me.
What?
Why are you laughing? It's 'cause... Naive! You're just so naive! You think it's really that easy? You can just kill someone and waltz on out of here?
Hey!
You're
Come
super
on
naive!
now.
Definitely naive! Heavily naive! No! The real thing has just begun! The real thing?
Now then,
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one part to the agreement that you have to uphold. Remember?
Then perhaps...
You are referring to the rule number 6 of the school regulations. Anyone who kills... If you are the blackhand that committed the murder, you can't be found out by the other students. That is what you are talking about, is it not?
In other words...
Bingo! It's not enough to just kill someone. You have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you'll need a system in place to assess whether or not whether someone's... Oh my god! let me try that again. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with.
Yahoo!
So, a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? Yep. It'll begin a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the blackhand who committed the murder. And they and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the blackhand is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment.
Punishment.
Which of course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it. Well...
So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Oh, well, to put it simply, it's execution. Execution?
What?
And by execution, you mean...
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair! Bzz, bzz, poison gas! Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane!
So, to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die. But if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed?
Well,
What a smart little chimpanzee you are! Look at you, implying you didn't do it without actually saying it! So basically, what the outside world calls a lay judge system, or an inquisition type thing. Which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. Poke or I'll cut your finger. Ah! Poke! Poke, 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 poke! Don't, no, my fingies, please, I need to stream with them. But judge carefully, because all your lives are on the line. Welcome back, Nick, where someone has been murdered. Okay, let me just add the rule I just described to your handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind. The new rule has been added to the regulations menu.
Hey!
Wait, hold on a second.
The hell are you talking about?
You're freaking insane, you know that?
Huh?
Huh?
What the?
A class trial? What the hell's that? I don't want anything to do with it.
What's this?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone?
What?
What? Are you saying you're not going to participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy.
The hell are you talking about?
What? Punishment? I might, I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something.
Shut the hell up!
Shut the hell up. Say whatever you want, I'm not gonna be a part of this. As 6 pokes, 4 fingers shall be... God, no! Poke, 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 poke! Oh, my fingies, please! Poke, poke, poke!
I don't believe it!
Don't be so selfish!
Stop it!
You're the one who's being selfish. Kill whoever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. Abe. The evil standing before me. I'm trembling with fear.
Shing!
But I won't give in to such evil. It is my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go from me first. As he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then...
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Are you? Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help! To me, godly spear Gunyear!
This wasn't supposed to... Why me?
Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. And just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
What the? I don't... This can't be real. No way!
Well now.
Now I am painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. Ooh. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know? But I guess all you needed to be taught, all you needed to be taught a lesson after all. Ah, what an amazing promise! But now you guys understand, right?
Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
Junko's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who, until just a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being.
Hey,
It's really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all. She just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. This isn't someone's superhero comic, so it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality.
Why?
Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something? I changed my mind.
I knew it.
No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time.
say what?
Kill the entire time? Don't be silly, you can't kill time. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time?
Damn it!
Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma.
Well now.
Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Blackened.
Ta-da!
This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I like to call it
It's the Monokuma file!
the Monokuma file.
Hmm.
I mean, naturally you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with a corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you may ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down.
So then,
Wait, so then you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do! If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial now, could I?
Correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow comforting.
Well,
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the cast trial in a little while. Doesn't even tell us how much or how much time. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long. Nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. But there was more to it than that. It was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't know the slightest hint that it had gotten to her.
Hey,
Now's not the time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we can do right now is to lose faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
What?
Huh?
in other words,
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not is, of course, up to you. Continuing to think about and talk about the disease certainly isn't going to help anything.
what the heck?
Saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you? Anyone who can't adapt will die. Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible.
What an awful thing to say, especially after what happened.
just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
What the heck?
We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in hell am I letting someone kill me. Alright, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they're right, we just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this. Well then! Me trying to remember the controls of the game. Yeah! Oh my god, the music kicking in like there. Let's go right to left this time. If we find out who did it, then only that person dies. But if we get it wrong, then all the rest of us face execution.
What the heck?
That's what that ridiculous school regulation said, right? So stupid. That's funny. Leon.
Are you serious?
So we're really gonna try and find out who did it? We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is.
Oh,
So you finally noticed.
What the crap?
Huh, notice what? I was looking for the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual.
Huh?
Huh? What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's storm.
ah,
She's right!
eh?
Then could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second, you got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid.
What the heck?
You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180, from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it? I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. It actual wrist to check for a pulse, like they do in movies and stuff, but like they do in movies, as if that's not how you check a person's pulse. She really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check. After those injuries and losing that much blood, frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. Hold on, just wait a second. She's dead? That means everything that happened before this far is real? It's not a joke or whatever? It's really real? Hell no, someone save me, let me out of here! Somebody help me!
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting that? Over here.
What the heck?
I hate this, but still, we don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it. I'm gonna hiccup, oh no. Or else we're all dead.
Hey,
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, the culprit decides to destroy the evidence. If the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey,
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone.
what?
What? Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? You were the culprit. If you were the culprit, that's the first thing you would do. By volunteering for a guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. Fuck you!
So then,
Fine, but I'll stay here on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem.
You're playing a color-based defense with two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP!
Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
But I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try.
so then,
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues from our foundation, then we'll construct an argument to come up with a final decision. If we get this wrong,
so...
well, do I really have to say anymore?
Actually,
I really didn't know.
Goodbye.
Everyone, pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym.
goodbye.
I'll be going too. Just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it.
Yo.
Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I better head to the scene of the crime. Ah, that's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did is here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence,
You're fucking dead.
they better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious, I will fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off.
So,
But I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder. Then take a sippy. Refreshing. How do we even do something like that?
anyway,
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
this is
It was
very
you.
suspicious.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. You're gonna kill me next.
so,
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. Also, he does got our back. It wasn't us. That's for sure. I doubt he sleep killed Sayaka.
that's true. We may as well at least check just to check.
Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate.
Huh.
Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
Oh yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet. You still have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will...
Execution is execution. Execution!
Thank you for the flashback, Monokuma.
Electric chair. Zzz, zzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka? Investigation time! I guess I should look for the Monokuma file before the victim was Sayaka Maizano. The time of death is estimated around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Nice! Monokuma file number 1 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Poor Junko. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. Oh, same thing. She's really dead, Makoto, yes. No way! I seriously don't want to die here.
Help me!
I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me! I don't care who it is, just get me out of here! Hiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Aren't you going to help investigate, Chihiro? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Oh, so sweet, Chihiro. Plus, it's good to keep an eye out on this guy too. Anywho's, let's leave the gym. And this means possibility of getting coin, perhaps. Coin? Nice! Yippee! Coins for gacha. I know people died, but like gacha, guys, gacha. Oh my god, the music slaps. Slaps so hard. Inside the display case and trophies. Okay. Let's go. Give the area yes. Let me move my cup to my left actually so I can click with my right and jerk with my left. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime. My run. We won't make any progress without investigating there. So I headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. Okay, there's a law, okay. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
Hey!
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see.
By the way...
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed the evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
You son of a bitch!
That dirty bastard! Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me. Oh, Mondo! Hi, Happy! Hello! Welcome! How's it going? Doing good? Welcome to the crime scene!
You're fucking dead!
So if I ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in! Yes. Yes. But what if it was a girl that did it? He hadn't thought of that.
Yo.
That it all gets sorted out when the time comes. Damn. Mondo respects women, let's go. Okay. Kyoko? Maybe talk to her as well. Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area. But,
What
oh my
are you
god.
doing?
Look at her. She's so cute.
Isn't it obvious? No, not really.
Oh my god, Makoto sounds so pathetic. I gotta do better.
I'm searching.
Searching?
I take one sip. She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
Makoto! I don't know what she was doing exactly, but she didn't seem to be concentrating. She did seem to be concentrating pretty hard on it. It's okay, we're a bit stupid, but it's okay. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it! I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something.
Wait.
That would have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you and there's no way you could know.
Well,
Perhaps this was another one of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Nice! Evidence of a struggle has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh. Oh my god. What's behind Sakura? If the display stand the sword was on. Oh, okay. There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it, so it must be my room key. If I remember correctly. That's right. We'll have to trade keys. When we switched rooms, we switched keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key in here in my room the entire time. Well, wait, if that's true then, how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that doesn't seem possible. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or opened it for any reason. Or maybe she dropped... Hiccups! Why now? Maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka wasn't here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around. Hiccups. So she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... Nice! Switching rooms has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade until now. I shouldn't be surprised if it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off part of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touched a little bit. That's a pretty bad replica sword. Anyways, replica sword has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. There's the sheath. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Doesn't mean it was used in the attack somehow. And plus, the sword's been taken out, so it's just a sheath, but... Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how did the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like that would only get in the way. It could just slide off the middle of the fight. So why are the scratches on the sheath? Replica sword sheath has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, they don't go away, so we still have to look at everything. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Yeah. Yeah, we paid for this. Okay. There are gouges on the bed, like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? Huh? Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there was way less than there was before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decide to clean it up a little? Yeah, Makoto, that's what happened. Girl, why are you so stupid? The toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that it's been used at all. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine and I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine a situation where I need to toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh no, though.
What?
We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? Oh, he's stupid. We love him. So you haven't used yours either then?
What?
Not just me.
What?
Nobody's busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way.
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why the hell would we? Toolkit has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. The notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. I should go look in here first. I can check the other spots later. Okay. What am I missing? The plate? A surveillance camera. Oh. Coin? No coin? Sag. No gacha? There are scratches and gouges. Evidence of a struggle. Oh my gosh, please.
By the way.
Oh my
You
god.
suck. Shit. You're fucking dead.
Okay, Mondo, we get it.
Yo.
What am I missing? I should check the room. Okay. Kyoko, do you have anything? Oh, same cutscene? Okay.
Isn't it all? No, I'm searching.
My bad.
Listen.
I forgot what the skip button was, so...
Hey,
Oh! Something very unusual about your room. Unusual? What do you mean?
so
I've searched your floor from one corner to the other, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. Hello, Shrips, how's it going? It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it
I
to...
see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? Nice! Makoto's room cleanliness has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, can I check the bathroom now? And on the other side of this door... Oh man, they even... Whoa! The colors, please. Now I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Oh, there she is. R.I.P. girlie. Let me just take a sippy. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her, her. Sayaka. All at once, I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, and the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up, I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. Damn. The shower is quite big. That's my first thought. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now was no time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the cleaning blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittery on her wrist too. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. That's definitely concerning me. Another thing that concerns me is... Huh? There's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come only one finger left? Sayaka's wrist has been added to the bullet section of your handbook. The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her into the bathroom, where they inflicted a deadly wound. Makoto's got brain cells. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... It looks like it's... Noel. Written in blood were the numbers 11037. Oh, numbers. Did Sayaka do this? I think so. She's got that finger. Let's leave the bathroom.
It would seem...
It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers, that's most likely Sayaka's dying message. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message, as if she wrote it with her life itself.
Right.
Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037? I have no idea what could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location when she was sitting in the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand towards the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
Well?
Think about it. You're not gonna tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. You need to gain more brain cells, Makoto. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not gonna tell me. Nice! Dying message has been added to a bullet section of your handbook. It sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means. But honestly, I have no idea. Bruh. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate programmer?
Makoto.
There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Yippee! Bathroom door frame has been added to the bullet section of your handbook.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob? Look at it, Makoto. What the heck? The doorknob is practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious it was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So...
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. We cleared our name! We cleared our name, guys! Then apparently struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door gets stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. Kyoko's got her back. She knows it wasn't us. Let's go, girlie. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
And that clears that up. How would clears what up? I'm so lost. Oh, Makoto.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later. As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Nice! Bathroom doorknob has been added to the bullet section of your handbook. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once-over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from, and also, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there's some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks. If they'll even talk to me, that is. Okay, let's go. Oh, let's leave the area. Oh, I guess. Huh? This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. That's, you're not gonna make that observation. Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched. So all of that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Nice! Dorm nameplates have been added to the truthful section of your handbook. Hello, Leon. Why am I so tiny? I forget. Oh my god. Anyways.
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Oh, that was my hit. Oopsie. Very strange. Mr. ID, what was Miss Maizana doing in your room? Let me just say this.
Most suspicious.
I will absolutely not allow you to disclose any evidence in the trash room. Do you really think I'm guilty? Bro. Junko. This is Junko's room. Junko isn't here anymore, she's dead. Damn! Byakuya! My favorite toxic
Very
man!
strange.
So why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you got it all wrong! Sayaka and I switched rooms this night! He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms? She's dead because of me? Then it should have been me that died. Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. If that's really true, then we don't know for sure, Byakuya. Don't stress me out like that. Can I go into the ghost bathroom? I want to explore everything. Oh, never mind. Oh, just the fish tank? It's a fish tank. Oh, okay. Never mind. She told me don't look at me. I like the way the trash really goes back. Oh my gosh. Tab. There we are. My buttons. There's a sturdy gate here. No way to get past.
Monokuma appears!
Okay, Monokuma.
It's the end of the line. The trash room is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up.
How did you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
This is stupid.
It'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
Okay, Monokuma. Nice. Cleaning duty has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh, my bad. Oh, where's the skip button? Where's the L shift? Select skip text, escape, or control.
Monokuma appears! No, you can't.
There we are. Sorry about that. I meant to click on this. There's a hatch on the floor. Rattle, rattle. The door won't budge. It must be locked. Anything else of note? The camera. Do I have coin? No. Sad. Please let me gotcha. It looks like some kind of a switch. I wonder what it does. Okay. What is this? Okay, that was it. Leave the area? Yes. Hifumi was talking about the garbage, so... Oh, it feels weird to say it like that. The bins. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens that Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had the chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room. Of course! That's my job, to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need the key to get in the trash room? And only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key? What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time, so we can roll through things out whenever we want? It does seem more convenient.
So in other words...
Actually, anyone who kills a fellow student becomes black and will graduate unless they are discovered.
So that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen!
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you bastard!
Hey, fatty! That's mean, Leon. Why'd you want the cleaning duty gig anyway?
Oh.
I just decided to volunteer for something. I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar! I know why you did it.
Is it?
You were dig through all the girls' trash looking for, you know, and poking around it. Poke? Poke
There's
mission?
no way to think about this in a
What are you
common
talking
sense kind
about?
of way.
All my love is for the duty.
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Uh-oh.
You know what I mean.
There's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of today and then turn to... I would never get tired of today. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. Incel. I mean, what? The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? You're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality. There's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it. What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, what's the harm in it? So that's not how it's supposed to... Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you're on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. What, so now you suddenly want to join in my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma or save a village or beat a boss. No, nothing like that. I just was hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
You...
Oh, okay.
So easy. So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room.
You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't ya? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please just hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Hifumi pulled the key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch right next to the gate. And then... Yikes, it's reaching.
Mr. Naegi!
However, Mr. Naegi,
Without a doubt.
surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You feed? You planned this all along.
No!
I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you've left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world? Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. God. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. Ah, and look, right now. It's on right now, sorry. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes,
It's a
indeed.
very simple setup. You press the green button, it will get going, and the yellow button is to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Someone turned the incinerator on? Very strange, I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down there.
Was it a
Perhaps it was the work of a fairy? You fool me, do you not realize what you just said?
Huh?
Hello, the fairy? No, you said that the last time you were here, the incinerator was off. I know, right, Happy? Yes. About that, there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate,
most suspicious?
it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet... So that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is that possible? And nice! Incinerator has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. This is the incinerator. It's in the back part of the trash room. Oh my god. I didn't mean to click on that. What was the... Oh? You fool me.
Most.
My bad. Yeah, I was meant to click on that thing. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a burnt piece of something. That's a cuff, my man. A burnt piece? Like a hunk? Like a hunk of burning love? Okay. Anyway, this is... It looks like a piece of cloth, and the shape... It's a part of the sleeve room button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, it's definitely blood on the cuff, which means... that it's all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. And there are lots of people here with the button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. But it wasn't me! A burnt shirt piece has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. The green button turns it on and the yellow turns it off. Or so it seems anyway. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass bowl, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this?
Yeah, is that? Do you know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Bruv. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on a big city street corner. Gaze into it and it will show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Nina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who does this particular bowl belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should all still be in the gym, I better find out for sure. Nice! Shutter crystal ball has been added to the drift bullet section of your handbook. This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What does it all mean, Mr. Niger? Will you be confessing soon? Why me?
That's it.
Everyone already
Sure
knows
of it.
you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. It sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. I think that's all for this room. Leave the area, yes. So that's that. Let's go. Let's see where we go. That's off limits. That's off limits. How did I get to the map again? Was it M? No. What was the map? Escape? Go to the controls. Oh my god. Oh shift. Open map tab. Okay, my bad. Okay, we've been there. That's closed. What about the laundry room? No one here. Okay. Video. Hina! Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. Me with my assignments. This is all first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps keep me calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kinda hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. You did what now? Okay, I guess it doesn't matter. Let's go in the kitchen. Oh my god, oh god, all that food. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. What is missing from the very beginning? Was it missing from the very beginning, or? I'd better see if anyone here knows more about it. Nice! Kitchen knife set has been added to the truthful section of your handbook. I will go pee. Do I have a thingy? Yes. Be right back. I'm back! Okay, let's hide this. Thank you for waiting! Was that everything here? There's the camera. Do I get coin? No. Okay. Yippee! Yippee! Tina, there's a knife missing. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange. A knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning.
That's right.
Nope. Last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice neat row. So when did you notice that one of them had disappeared?
Well,
I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying that the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. When you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night. Which proves I didn't take it. Awie's account has been added to the truthfulness section of your handbook. So I'm taking a sippy. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not, I would never. You know, do you really think I murdered her? Well, she was killed in your room, right? So I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, nah, girly, that was no. We swapped rooms. The nameplates were swapped. I honestly have no idea. Oh, the buff is locked still. Let's go. Help Speak Academy. Cranky outdoors. That's where we came from. Not bad, not bad. Anyone here? Knock knock. This blackboard belongs to us now. Speak your beauty. To kill someone just to save your own life, and I've been living with someone like that? I think I might vomit. But is what Monokuma said really true? Did one of us really kill Sayaka? If the mastermind really was gonna get involved, they would have just killed us on day one. That's a good point. By the way, how's your investigation going? I already told you I'm not done to blood, so don't plan on doing any investigating. Besides, I already know who did it.
This is very
After all, why was Sayaka killed? In your room, right? What more proof do we need? We already know the truth. She really doesn't trust me at all. Any coin? Any coin? Any coin? Never mind. Let's save the area. Next classroom. Coin, please. Can I have coin? Any coin? I want a gacha. I know we're investigating a murder, but please let me have coin. Big door. Rattle, rattle. The door won't budge, it must be locked. Huh, not bad. Oh, the AV room. Any coin? There's nothing inside. Oh, so everyone took them. Okay. Okie doke. Hello. Shimaru.
Listen to me!
Do you have a second, Makoto? I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate on it to show whose room it is, right?
You hear me?
Well, it just so happens. Wait, no, you might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything. Taka!
Got it!
Forget everything I just said. Forget Beam! Taka! My god, we meant to collaborate. What are you doing? Sorry, just a little joke. Even I do jokes sometimes. Ha ha ha! Bro, you're not convincing anyone. Anyways. Like, I know it may not be the time, but like... It's just a bit of a gacha. Just a little bit, please. Well, one coin. One pull. Ooh. Okay. Oh, my bad. This button. I should probably get going. What's in that corner? Oh, it's the camera. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. I filled my gacha up. Hi. Anything else here? The nurse's office, which is locked. The boys' bathroom? Not even anything to explore here. So, do you have any clues or anything? What kind of clues? Let us just agree we do not know who the culprit is and leave it at that. Whatever secrets I may have, I don't intend on revealing anything until the class trial. Okay then. Do you have any suggestions for where I should start looking?
Well,
Oh, so annoying. Must you fumble around fishing blindly for clues? Sigh. Ah, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to give you a little hint. The scene of the crime, naturally, but think the trash room is also worth looking into. I've been there, girlie, been there, done that. The trash room? It is the perfect place to destroy evidence. However, there is one little problem, which is
as for me,
that place is filthy. I would rather die than set foot in there. I am trusting all of you to conduct a thorough investigation on my behalf. That's okay. Let's leave the area. No escape for us. Where is the gym? I forget. Tab. Oh. Obu was in front of me, I just needed to walk. Damn. Can you imagine me walking? I think Junko's still like us. Hey Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something.
huh?
Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could it be a code or something? But would Sayaka know the code? Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even if she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? I doubt it. I mean, look at her face. No, she couldn't be. Hey, Hiro, can I ask you something? No. I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out. I've had enough. Gotta break free. Hiro, snap out of it. Huh? Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? Ah! That's my crystal ball! But it's all smashed, what the hell?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? Was it actually just made of glass? No crystal? Did the guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history, Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled the crystal will control the world. Is that all seriously BS? Let's put that aside for now. So, can you say without a doubt that this belonged to you? Yeah, that's mine. For sure. Oh my god, hiccups. I'm fine. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. We left it in the laundry room. That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Shattered Crystal Ball has been updated in the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Thanks, Hiro. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. And by the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years came out to be like $1 million. $1 million? And that's pretty cheap actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Jam. Leave the gym. Okay. Let's leave the area. Where have we not gone to? Medical room is closed. Outside is Celeste. Going back in to find Sayaka CD. That's what we need to do. Or, my bad. Wrong way! Wrong way! That actually means going back to our room, right? I mean Sayaka's room. It wasn't here, was it not? There can only be one thing in the trash can. Yup, the DVD with Sayaka's name on it. Sayaka got really upset after seeing whatever was in that video. I wonder, what did she see? Might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka, I need to borrow this DVD. Makoto's so polite, even after she's gone. AV room. AV room. Da, 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 da. Righty, let's see this. I should be able to use it. That DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... The music from the beginning? Wow. An image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of a concert. Oh my god, Miku concert? Do you think they're singing Miku songs? Sayaka more jump. And standing on stage in front of center was a face I recognized all too well. I'm just gonna push my chair. There we are. Oh. And now my blankie's caught under the chair. There we are. Sayaka. She was there along with her friends, and she said she had been so... Oh my god. Along with the friends she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept. Except that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful.
Oh, but then, sorry, my bad. Suddenly the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. Oof. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now all in ruins. But what I noticed, even more than that, was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Look for the answer after graduation. Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're all super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of a person would take things this far? Ding dong ding bong!
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial!
Yippee!
Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings.
The little martini glass.
Please go through the red door on the first floor
yes.
of the school. See you soon!
Indeed. The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. Oh my god, we're standing like right in front of it. Okay. Off we go. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you're afraid you would be discovered and as the murderer you are. Why is she blushing?
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. Excuse me, Taka. I am innocent. They really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here?
No, not low battery headphones. No, no.
Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom.
Can I charge them? Let me reach this first of all. Can I charge my headphones while streaming? It's a bit dumb because my cord is tiny and short because it's a really old, like one of those old cables. But can I? Oh my god, it's this side. Please, USB, don't fail me now. Please, I don't want to end there. Please. I don't know if that will be enough to suffice. Let's hope it is. They're plugged in.
Where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Okay, thoughts, opinions, people? Oh no, you go first.
What?
So whoever
What?
stuck us here even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh?
Impossible.
Damn, we really gotta go for this class trial thing, huh?
You know?
If you wanna confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I won't because I didn't do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it.
Hey.
There's no point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future. So true, so inspiring. Let's get started.
Got it.
Relax. I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet. He's like 99.9% sure. Maybe, but you've obviously been leaning that way.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, in the end, I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything. Is this really how Sayaka would want us to find out who killed her?
What the heck?
I can't help but wonder what whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now. Me either, actually. Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? Yes. Being so insistent even though you obviously killed her. Very impressive. Coco, I didn't do it.
You know what I mean.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. Okay, Leon. So the school basement has become the darkened stage. We're all here to bear witness to Mr. Zanegi's final curtain call. It would not be easy for me, I will tell you that much. Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready? Yes, Mr. Longlegs. Look at his legs, they're so long. Let's do it. I guess I have no choice but to get into this elevator.
Well,
Let us begin.
Yes,
Good
indeed.
idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, not scared isn't the quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this place yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to the grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned trembling with anticipation towards the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed and the elevator started to move. Hey, look at us go! Oh my god! The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time has finally come. Look at Mondo's long hair.
Oh,
Rather than that, it is not more than a defendant waiting to receive his judgment. Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further into the bowels of the school. You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
dude, shit.
Nerdy but close. It's total shit.
Well now.
Okay, okay. Everyone, find your assigned seats and sit down.
Yoo-hoo!
Low battery, no. Hurry up now, hurry up. I'm gonna hope that they're plugged in means they have some lifeline going in. Hoping. We did what he said from powered our seats. The seats we arranged are... Oh my god, the seats were arranged in a gigantic circle. R.I.P. Junko and Sayaka. She was meant to be next to me. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their attention and danizon to anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. Oh wow, look at those stairs. And so the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. You sounding like Monokuma, bro. A deadly class trial. Yeah, I wanna save. Boop. Oh yeah, okay. Let's recap. Truth bullets. The victim of psychomeson tentative is estimated. Okay, yes. Ruined key, the toolkit wasn't used, the lint roller was emptier, Sayaka's wrist broken, the other one had blood on it, dying message was 11037, bathroom door frame broken from the beginning, doorknob was broken after the incident, nameplate switched, kitchen knife taken, Howie didn't see us, trash duty was like one person at a time, but the incinerator was turned on, but there was a burnt piece and the hero's crystal. Okay, we got it. Set skills. Do I have any? Melodious voice increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed, effective during bullet time battle. Okay. Is that all? Oh, I have more. But do I have any other skills? I do not. That's all I have. Okay, we're done. Let's go. Class trial time. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
Who done it?
then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
I see.
Friendship penetrates?
You told me no.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
Yippee! It's about to begin a debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me, everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Go ahead. As things progress during each class trial, you'll engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after the other without pause. It is up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigations will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim, then fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Know that if you run out of time, you'll automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Low battery. If they die, I'm gonna have to figure out if we can still go with Mobius. It may have awful quality, but we'll see. Well then, good luck and have fun! Make your argument. Evidence of a struggle. Okay. Yep, there was a struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yes.
Yeah, we know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
Technically.
In the bathroom.
Yes.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
That's wrong!
She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong! Said what you go, yo!
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what we used to kill Sayaka. The knife? Kitchen knife said yeah.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon!
Yeah.
So the killer used some random...
Not just some random knife.
No, that's wrong.
Get what you go, yo! Break.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
No.
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all.
Me neither.
I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere, just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not a killer. Oh my god. I was like doing the law myself. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Sure. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. Okay. Whilst you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. Yippee! On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest, no need to rush. Yeah, Makoto has limited brain cells, we know that. Well then, good luck and have fun! Oh my god, this music, let's go! Aoi's account, yeah, it was not me.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
Yeah.
But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right?
No.
He did it in secret. Nobody was in the dining room.
No, that's wrong.
So what you go, yo?
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, the knife is gone. So, saying that the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall. Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and
The what now?
Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
We're not.
Idiot swimmer girl?
Poor girl.
Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
1 second. Oh my god. I'm like so tired today. You bring me here, y'all.
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Ugh, good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
You did, Monokuma.
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
That's a good question.
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall. No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
Can we prove that?
I can.
Ah, Sakura.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
Bro, disrespectful towards Sakura. Be more like Mondo.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well,
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
No.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem. A boy and a girl
What
spend
the-
the night together? It's
Kaka!
unwholesome.
Unwholesome. Okay, that was kind of fun. It's unwholesome.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Okay,
Well,
Byakuya.
because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here? Are you talking about?
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Monokuma, Sayaka, Hina. Monokuma wouldn't do it. Sayaka or Hina. Hina didn't do it. It was Sayaka.
I got it! Then,
I got
Sayaka
it!
is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
It wouldn't be impossible.
In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Okay.
What?
I can prove you wrong, Beatrice. Okay.
He did do it after all.
I would like to challenge you. I am not a woman who goes down easily.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I didn't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Do they not understand? If they convict me, then everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Kyoko's coming in clutch for us, girlie. Let's go.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Exactly.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
The first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. As things advance further in the class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around, and the letter is already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order, use the mouse to aim, and then press left mouse button to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun! Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If we can just figure out what that something is. Oh, that made me spinny. Ooh, that made me dizzy for a second. Whoa, big brain mode. Huh? Huh? Hi. Hair! Hair! It's hair! Hair!
Now I understand.
Now I understand.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
It does. Well,
no. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Exactly.
Yes, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all,
Lint
of
roller.
course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
No!
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No.
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
Exactly.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
The doorknob.
Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke. Object the killer broke. Yeah, the doorknob. Makoto's bathroom doorknob has been broken. The screw against squeeze removed.
I got it!
I got it!
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
There
You
is.
still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you
Her
understand.
little smirk. Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Sure. Ready. Make your argument. Bathroom door frame.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
Yes.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Yeah.
Because Sayaka had locked it.
Actually.
No, that's wrong.
Sorry, where'd you go, yo?
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yep, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to
Okay,
be the
this
ultimate
guy-
lucky student, right?
Have you not seen my
But you
gacha
have
lock?
Such a cruddy door. That's not lucky at all.
Okay.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The nameplate. The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime they didn't know was the crime took place in Sayaka's room, the crime took place in my room.
I got it!
I got it!
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
Door plates.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
See what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do.
Exactly,
I would've known
Byakuya.
exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
Right?
That is a definite possibility.
The sigh?
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Exactly, Toko. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
No can do.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or
I do.
questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
The trash.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you.
Girl.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah, Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
No can do.
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Okay, Hifumi, let's go.
Oh, why exactly can't that be it?
Because I talked to her. Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. It's not a Sayaka let someone in because... We switched rooms. On the night of the murder, Makoto and Sayaka traded rooms in one case and the victim was discovered in Makoto's room. The key was found in Makoto's room. Sayaka had originally asked Makoto to switch with her.
I got it!
I got it!
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I'd absolutely want to open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh?
Huh?
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to ask and talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come and see me in my room. Check the name, please, to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No.
No, I didn't. But of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Like, her handwriting is very pretty. In that note. Sayaka wrote it.
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone.
A certain murderer.
She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Okay, Hifumi, okay.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect
Yeah,
on me.
right. Lie, pants on fire, I think I'm calling BS.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Well, duh.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Okay, I am. My hands are ready to refute your argument. Don't name plates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Indeed.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
Yeah.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
Okay.
So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would
Okay,
seem
it's that
that
way.
way.
There we go again, we go again.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Where's my speed up
But in the
button?
note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly.
It's so funny when they slow down. Sagashigaya!
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other. So switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
I didn't know about it.
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
Oh, Leon, why are you so shocked at my amazing refuting? There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew we had switched rooms. Sayaka. I got it!
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you've switched rooms.
I don't know.
Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The gold on her wrist? When you look at her wrist, there's no doubt. I got it!
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there.
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Hey, for me, you're not helping.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? And what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Let's go. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Yeah, I am. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple drift bullets into your drift cylinder. But just like it with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right... I'll have to think! From now on, I have to use brain. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll damage it. You can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder. Okay. You can use the mouse wheel. Okay. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes of this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. My one is on normal, I think. Well then, good luck and have fun! Replica sword sheath, kitchen knife, side replica sword. I think the sheath.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
No.
No, it's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
He's got a point.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there.
What? No.
Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too.
Why would they do that? Like, why would they be like, oh, knife is there? Sayaka invited me to her room. Let's stab her with that random thing, just on impulse.
Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Oh, duh, you know why?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Her palms would have to touch it. I got it!
You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean. So I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
I doubt it.
Sorry, but I don't
Isn't
think
water
so.
turned off at night?
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Absolutely not.
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a written regulation that talks about what happens to the bathrooms at night. Water was off.
I got it!
I got it!
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh my.
Even Hifumi's like,
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
Wow.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a
What do you mean, Hifumi?
Insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath would have to be the one without the sword. I got it!
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
And Sayaka was the one who took it from the kitchen.
And the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That sounds so weird, out of context.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted
Aww.
Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
I mean, she's got a point.
You're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
Makoto.
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who the killer is, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. No, but I have my brain. We gotta make this, Makoto. We gotta pull through. Dying message! 11037.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Dying message?
No, that's wrong!
Sunawachi
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote
Dining
something
message?
on the wall behind her. Remember, 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question that Sayaka wrote that message, and I can prove it. Left index finger.
I got it!
Me moving my hand to figure out how
The
you
left
write.
index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
That's like the first useful thing you've said, like, this entire class trial, you feel me?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Yeah.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
Gray cells? Excuse me?
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it, it's no use, I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Thank you, Kyoko. Huh? Rotate it. I think... maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. If you turn her message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. Left, yeah. Boop.
Here's my
Bippity
answer.
boop. Here's my answer.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N, or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking
What's
about?
that face, Leon?
It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
Okay.
It's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me.
It doesn't to me, Leon.
I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
I think I can.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence Leon tried to get rid of. That thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator, right? I believe. The cup.
I got it!
I got it!
You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
No.
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it will.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible, how it was disposed of, when, where it was in the bins, when is after the murder, how it was disposed of. I got it!
If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
I don't know about that, Leon.
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. Let's go, let's go! Shattered crystal ball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Yes.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator
In order to just...
No, that's wrong.
Where about you go, yo?
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was roll it. Be fine with it. Be fine with it. Yeah, crystal ball. Can you please turn on the incinerator? Thank you. Throw it.
I got it!
I got it.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
But it was off. Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on? Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the keys, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Indeed.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right?
What even is that? Like 3 meters? 9 meters?
The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
I wouldn't have been much of a challenge or the killer because the ultimate baseball star, the ultimate clairvoyant, the ultimate fantasy creator, the ultimate baseball star! I got it!
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Leon!
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
Actually, look at yourself.
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
Right?
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shepherd brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then, Makoto. Go ahead and review the incident one more time.
I got it, ma'am.
Crime perfectly clear.
When a bad beat tells me to do something. Yes, ma'am.
And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. Sure. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you will give a complete summary of the case. You have to reproduce the flow of events in the case in the form of a comic book. However, you notice that in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. It is up to you to complete the comic using provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough! Well then, good luck and have fun! Big brain moment. Okay, Act 1. No, I'm trying to think of where we're going from in the beginning. suppose this, like going into Sayaka's room. And then Sayaka's in, she's like ready to kill. And it's like the killer's like, huh? It's like I'm like, shoo, and she misses, or she doesn't. Like there's the sword behind, and the killer sees it, and he grabs, like she's charging, and the killer grabs it. I'm so good at storytelling, aren't I? Killer grabs it to defend themselves, and she's slashing at it. And then the killer grabs the sword, hitting her wrist and breaking it, and she drops the knife. The knife goes kablooey, and so she's like trying to run into the bathroom to escape. And the door is locked. Lucky her, I suppose, but she's terrified. Is that not it? No, it couldn't have been anything else, right? And so screwdriver, and it doesn't work. Well, the screwdriver wasn't really a thing, though, was it? Anyway, so we'll see when we get there. The killer gets in, Sayaka's like, oh no! And the killer, like, stabs her. He strip stabs her. She's like dying. So she writes like a dying message, right? Yeah, she did, she wrote it there. And he's like, what a mess. Damn. So he finds the lint roller and starts cleaning away at the hair. Goes to the incinerator, gets the glass bowl, turns it on, activates it, pew! Renotes the shirt, tosses the shirt into the fire, and that is it. And at the very end, the shirt drops. Let's try it.
The killer is you!
You!
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Makoto will do a better job than I did.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Oh no? Hey. So that wasn't the knife. The killer unsheaths the sword. Otherwise, what else could it be?
The killer is you!
Let's try that.
During the struggle,
Yep, let's go.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka.
Oh. Ouchies.
But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot, and that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief.
He imagines.
But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
Leon! Complete.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt. And that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Bruh, I literally laid it out to you. All the evidence is there. Who else would have been able to do that?
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence? The first bullet time battle is about to begin. Let's hear about it. Oh, rhythm game! Oh, yes, I am prepared. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. Then when this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka BTB, by the way. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and then reach the center. Press the right mouse button to lock in your opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the left mouse button and the temp marker reaches the center. Use this method to do damage to your opponent. If you can pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively and you start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for each hitting button, so watch out for that. I got this. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the left mouse button to shoot it down with a truth bullet like any other statement. Refill the statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun!
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something of their own to remove the screws. Could you have been?
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Bro, that doesn't hold up in court.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Still doesn't hold up in court. I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. We got this. Moment of truth.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lied! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid!
Hey, my bad. My bad, chat. My bad. Did I mess up? Bro. I would like to give it another shot. I thought I was doing good. Sorry, my bad. My bad. I got this. I will do it better. I think I forgot to lock in on a statement or something. I gotta pay less attention to the rhythm game aspect of it.
When the
Okay.
killer remains...
I refuse to. Stupid, stupid.
Okay.
Where's your proof?
Oh, where's your proof?
Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied.
What?
Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof?
Oh my god, I'm doing bad.
Not a
Hello?
chance. It wasn't me. Stupid.
How do I need to read the instructions again? Bro.
Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid.
Oh, right mouse button on it. Oh, my bad.
Shut up. Stupid. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Where's your proof?
My bad. I was meant to do right mouse button in time, not just randomly. My bad. I still got it in the end.
Screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove that.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Bro, your argument doesn't hold up in court, I'm afraid.
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now.
I'm just gonna plug in my phone.
I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
There he goes, we broke a man.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
My rhythm battle, we don't talk about that one.
Ay, yay, ay, ay. Nice.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited!
Okay!
Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Yippee! Guilty! Uh-oh! Looks like he got it right on the money. The Blackhead in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kawada.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch, what the hell's wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all. Hey! Come on!
You expect me just to accept my death? Everything became clear. The decisions we made were right after all. But when I think about that, honestly I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if you came up with what really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to free me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it was all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her, and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
why?
Can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else was her dreams, her friends. To have seen something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that.
Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she's descended into pure madness.
What did you say?
Phew.
I understand. I really do, yup. You're not to despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that, all of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. But
That's enough.
that's enough. As angry as I was, Kyoko lashed onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now.
Damn it.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good whooping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the backend, Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice, I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. It is not because you had an unfounded intent to commit murder?
So, that's
No,
why...
that's not. Stop it! I've had enough of this.
Oh,
Are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him.
Huh?
Say what? If it weren't for you, this would have never happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind. Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Shut up! Okay, well, anyway, more importantly,
Chills!
hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment!
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey!
No more begging! No more excuses! You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules! Society demands it!
Stop! Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star!
No!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's
Punishment time!
No!
Say goodbye to him. There he goes. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. $10,000. We're being stoned to death quite literally. R.I.P. Leon. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else would we call it?
Extreme!
Wow, extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What's going on?
I can't take it
anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it. Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grappling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. It's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't know what you're saying, and what I'm saying quite fit together. Piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way out the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Must be kind of cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel like there's some deeper meaning to the news here. Just like before.
anyway, let's get to the Black punishment. That's what everyone's waiting for after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later.
And just like that, he was gone. He left us here overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision, that's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me. You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know that for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she would have never left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back to the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure if she could kill someone or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this.
Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No, I'm going to carry them with me to the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing to Hartford. Well, I have high expectations of you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? I'm kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Chapter 1, To Survive. The end. 12 students left. To be continued. Despair bat? Oh, why, thank you. Save it. Boop, boop, boop. And with that, we shall put an end to it here. Let me switch my screenies. It is late. Oh my god, it's almost 1 in the morning. But don't let that music distract you, for we have electronic Vocaloid. Yeah. Let me save the game. Yippee! We did it. How do we feel? That was our first chapter done. Yippee! I mean, yippee murder, but like yippee, we have Makoto the Hope. He's giving us hope to move forward. Yippee, yippee, yippee! And Kyoko is such a G, we love her. She's our girl for real, for real. Makoto may be a pathetic man, but he's our pathetic man. And we love him for it. Anyways, I will probably most likely continue it next week. And I wish you a good night. I go eat now. Bye-bye. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye.